What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you my next Old School RuneScape free-to-play moneymaker. This one's called Fish Food Equals Profit. Let's get into this. Alright, so another free-to-play moneymaker I'm doing. This one's called Fish Food Equals Profit. Now, this one is absolutely no requirements. You do not need a single requirement to do this. So what you need to do is go down to Drain a Village. So the fastest way to get there in free to play is from Falador or Lumbridge. Either one works because it's about the same distance either way. So we're going to end up going from... I'm going to go from Falador just because I have magic to teleport. But, you know, if you don't have magic to teleport, then go from Lumbridge. It's, you know, Lumbridge home teleport and then that's free. And then go from there to Drain a Village. But either way works. So what we're going to do is go straight to Drain a Village, and this moneymaker is pretty easy actually, because it's one of those where you just pick up stuff, you sell it on the G. Now, in this instance, what we're going to be doing is picking up fish food. Now, fish food is a really weird item, so it actually only has one use, and that's for, is it the Ernest the Chicken quest, I think. But it's a quest item specifically, however, you can buy it and sell it on the Grand Exchange. Now, the weird thing with this item is, its sell value is weird. Like, sometimes it sells for nothing, and then other times it will sell for a decent amount of GP. In fact, the value on it keeps going up and down, and for the life of me, I don't know why. Unless it's one of those weird items that quest people collect. Like, there are people that, you know, buy stuff off the Grand Exchange that are, you know, usually only used for in quest as a collection item. You know, kind of like how some people collect burnt food and other stuff like that. You want to come into Drain a Manor. I'm going to go through the door now. Be careful, because once you come in here, the doors do lock behind you. For those who don't know, I will show you the way out. It's not hard to find the way out, but some people don't know where it is. But we're going to come this way into this room. And then right over here. Now, as you can see, thanks because I'm using Runelight, you can see that it's going for at least the average is 615 GP. And literally all you do is come in and hop worlds. That's basically it. We're going to hop between all the worlds. We're going to go all the way down the list. Now, I'm not going to get a full invent because I've got teleport runes on me. So I'm not going to be doing a full inventory. But what I am going to be doing is 25. So we'll get 25 because I don't have, you know, like a full invent on me. Like, full inventory open to me. But this is one of those weird moneymakers that has no requirements, and weirdly enough can make you an okay amount of GP on free-to-play. And I'm going to point this out again, because I did point this out in my last video called Arrows Equals Profit. Like, the whole point of this series for me is not to show you how to make bills, because let's face it, you're not making bills on free-to-play. You're just not. Like, you'll earn an okay amount of money, but you aren't making bills. Like, no one is making bills on free-to-play. I'm sorry, but no one is. Unless, like I pointed out in the last video, you're a free-to-play PKer that PKs like 20 or 30 gilded sets of people, which, let's face it, how many people in free-to-play are PKing with gilded? Not many, unless it's like high-risk fight. So, for those who complain in the comments or are like, this doesn't make much money at all, well, it's not meant to. It's a free-to-play moneymaker. Like, it makes okay money for free-to-play. Like, I've tested this moneymaker myself many times. It does work. Don't get me wrong, it's not as good as, like, the main free-to-play moneymakers, like, you know, cutting yew trees or fighting at Ogress Warriors, for example. You know, those do make a lot of money. However, those yew trees do make money, but it's not consistent money unless you are a very high woodcutting level. Like, for example, it's decently consistent for me because I'm level... Oh, you can't see it's behind my camera, but I'm 85 woodcutting. Like, so yes, sure. It's consistent for me because I have 85 woodcutting, but the woodcutting level required for yew logs is what, 63? I think 63, 65. I'm gonna double check that quick. I think it's like 63, isn't it? 60. So it's 60 for yew logs, right? Now, I'm sorry, but how many players? Don't get me wrong, woodcutting is a very easy skill. It's very AFK. You just chop trees and let it be until you're invincible. In which case, you either bank or drop. Sure. However, a lot of people don't focus on that skill because it is a time sink. You do need a lot of time to sit there and just AFK, even if it's just AFK because you have to keep clicking on the tree every like 2 minutes so you don't log out. Or whatever, right? Like, it's one of those things where, like, a lot of people don't have a high enough woodcutting level to sit there and AFK and basically just make money doing YouTube logs. I mean, I do because I can do it consistently. It's like Ogress Warriors, for example, right? Ogress Warriors are a very good moneymaker for free-to-play, one of the best. However, it is inconsistent money. Like, I've literally sat there for 5 hours and gotten no rare drops. It's RNG whether or not you're actually going to hit the rare drop tables for those monsters. And don't get me wrong, like I said, very good money, even with bad RNG because of all the other drops they do drop, like, you know, runes, for example. However, like, you can sit there for ages and not make money. Not to mention, if you're doing it the slower way, which is with magic, because it's cheaper, you know, don't get me wrong, I mean, ranged isn't that expensive now either if you use mithril arrows. Mithril arrows are dirt cheap, but you still need a decent range level to even consistently get damage on them with mithril. Just saying. Like, as it pertains to consistency, this is a pretty consistent moneymaker, because don't get me wrong, the price isn't always as high as it is now. In fact, I've seen it go higher. I've seen these sell for 1k a piece. They don't sell at the minute for 1k a piece, but I have seen it happen. This is one of those moneymakers that's just, it's pretty relaxed for what it is. Not to mention, it is very close to a bank, because there's a bank in Draenor Village. So you don't even need to go far for the bank. Like, literally a minute there and a minute back, and you're back here, hopping between worlds. And this is truly something you can do whilst playing other games. I've sat here and played, you know, like Magic the Gathering duels and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, whilst I'm just doing this. Because it's just simple. You just click across, and with multi-monitors, it's stupid easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. Just hop between to the next world. And I can't remember the respawn time on this. I think it's like 3 minutes or something. So by the time you've hopped through worlds, they'll all have respawned anyway. But there we go. So we've got 25 of the fish food. So let's go ahead. Now, of course, normally if you don't have magic level to teleport to Varrock, which if you are doing this kind of thing, I highly recommend it, because teleporting to Varrock is stupid important. And it's, to be fair, it's what, level 25? Yeah, it's level 25 magic, which if you're splashing on the Greater Demon and Lumbridge or on rats or whatever, doesn't take that long. It's not that expensive to get to level 25. But to get out of Draenor Manor the normal way, you want to go through this door here, go around to the right, go down, and then you want to come this way. You want to go through this door, and then you want to go through this door. And that's what gets you out of Draenor. There we go. So that's what gets you out of Draenor Manor, then you just go round and down. But let's warp to Varrock. Beautiful. I was wondering why the music had stopped. Sometimes that just happens with this game. The music will just be like, nah. Don't want to play. Why would you want a soundtrack in the back of your video, you know? Why do you need one? You don't. But yeah, we have a full invent now, pretty much. I mean, it's other than the 3 rune costs, but that's because I just wanted to use runes. I could have run to Draenor Bank and just done that way, I guess, but this way's a bit faster, so. Alright, so let's go to the Grand Exchange. I'm going to have to cut out my bank pin because I've been hopping worlds. Beautiful, bank pin cut. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell these. Now, they're going in at 507, naturally. Now, the actively traded price is 615. You can put them in for higher if you want to sell them for more. But if I want to sell them quickly, just to show you kind of on average what you're getting. It's like, I love this on RuneLite, because set Wiki Insta-Buy at 507. Set your Insta-Buy to 744, which is not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set mine to literally 200 GP each. They're going to go for a lot more than that. But if I put them like that, they will just instantly sell. Boom, insta-sold. 11k. So we literally just sold them all for 459 each. That's 11k profit in literally 5 minutes. You know, times that up by, you know, bank runs, I'd say this is an easy 50 to 100k per hour, depending on how quickly you can hop through worlds and get to the bank. You know, for a free-to-play moneymaker, 50 to 100k GP is not that bad at all things considered. Considering, you know, that even sometimes, if with bad RNG, Ogress Warriors can turn into that easily. But yeah, let me know what you think about this moneymaker in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to answer question of the day. Question of the day today is, how fun do you find free-to-play money making? I find it pretty fun, like, because there are so many different methods, and unlike a lot of people, sure, you want to earn a bond so you go back to members as quickly as possible. I don't really care about that, because I can level up a bunch of my stuff from free-to-play anyway. So, realistically, I'm having fun just making money different ways, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, I do live stream when I go live. I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch. So if you want to catch my streams here on YouTube, when they are on YouTube, they're in the short form. So, like, they go into the shorts feed. But if you want to see my streams in full 1080p, go to Twitch. That link is down below, because they're in full 1080p over there. And don't forget, you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK.